Coming up in this episode, the HOA tries to burn us in a fire. Wool becomes the most precious commodity. We indulge in our darker side. And someone doesn't know how to walk on floors. This is episode 3 of Unorthoblocks 3. I'm Draken, and this is the DrakenGameWerks. And you may remember in the last episode, we got a little bit of a mild telling off by the local HOA for our instant cliff, which we ended up having to sort the cliff out. And we got a little bit lucky with this, because though they picked up on the cliff, they didn't pick up on something else. And that's this monstrosity that is up in the sky above my dirt house. This is the multifarm we built back in episode 1, and it sits just on the edge of the spawn crater, sitting there in the sky very prominently, and is, to be honest, just like the instant cliff, a bit of an eyesore. So for this episode, I thought we'll get this one sorted, so that at least this is also pretty up in the sky, and we don't get a fine by the HOA. Now, I thought I'd pause the time-lapse just for a second so that we can actually discuss what we're building here. There were some great guesses back in episode 1 as to what it might be that I'm building here, but now with this shape that you can see that I've marked out here, you might be able to get a bit of an idea of what I'm going for. That's right, I'm building a hot air balloon, but before I could get into it, I had to get the shape down. And this is how I did it, just built this shape here before we go in and put the rest of the design in. Okay, I admit it, I am running into a bit of a problem building this hot air balloon above spawn. You see, though we've got this far, I thought I'd produce enough wool from the wool farms in the multi-farm to be able to do this, and I realised I had severely underestimated how much wool was going to be needed in this build. So, I needed to go and talk to some people. Spider! Spider! I need your help. I hear that you have this wool.
Oh, yes, there is lots of wool here.
Awesome. Right.
Yes.
Do you have spare? Could you spare? Particularly brown wool. Brown wool is what right, because you may have noticed I've been building something above spawn.
Yeah, I can do.
My wool farms aren't cutting it at the moment, so if I can borrow some wool, that'll be appreciated.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely some wool here and some wool here. I know that some of these aren't brown, but you can re-dye them if you can ever find the chance to actually just re-dye them.
No, amazing. No, I massively appreciate it. I'll drop some diamonds in there and everything else. But yeah, that's going to help me out massively. Yeah. Thank you. And awesome tunnel. This tunnel is
thank
cool.
you.
I'm loving all this stuff.
Thank you.
It looks absolutely great down here.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with the foliage, but
it does seem to be a bit sort of
it's just
taking
kind of appearing.
over, but it kind of looks nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks very much. I'll grab some of that, and I'll catch you.
Yeah, not a problem.
Again, have a good one. Bye.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Sunny.
Yes.
Sunny.
Oh God, yes.
I need your help. Right. So you remember how I did that big thing out there with the cave, the cliff for you?
Yep.
Your fire's burning me. That's not safe.
I am
I
so
thought you were
sorry.
HOA. That's not. That's terrible health and safety. Open fireplace. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I need your help. So I've done it again. See, that's why you need a guard around fire, because of dragons. Outside there, you know what I did?
Stand here.
That's probably safe. That's probably sensible. That's probably the safe idea. Right, so I did the cliff for you. You remember? You remember how I did that for you?
It was beautiful. Yes.
Yeah. So you didn't have the eyesore outside.
Well,
no. I'm trying to fix
Property
another eyesore.
Went up. Okay.
That's good. That's awesome. I'm trying to fix another eyesore. So I am working on my starter base. And I got a problem.
Yes.
I've run out of wool.
Okay. Oh.
So, neighbor, good neighbor.
Yes.
Friend, neighbor. Can
away from the fire.
Yeah, pretty sensible idea. And especially as I'm asking for wool, which is very flammable.
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. Can I maybe shear your sheep?
Oh, yeah. You can shear the sheep. Yeah, of course.
Yay!
There's quite a few out there. So, yes, if it's
excellent,
to make things more beautiful and spawn, I am always for it.
Excellent.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Right, I'm going to go and shear your sheep. Bye.
Go shear my sheep.
Bye. But even with their help, it still wasn't enough. I've just about managed to get as far as you can see on this screen with the height of it. We're only just about halfway through the balloon, and I still need more wool. I need to take a pause, and I need to go and do something else if I'm going to get enough wool to do this. And that pause, for me, meant going out and digging out the river that goes from the spawn crater underneath my cliffs. So we decided to dig out all the way through, and then once I got through, I found a cavern underneath where I have that large open space that I built all the way back in episode 1 as well. Of course, what we've been trying to do is make sure all the caverns around spawn are lit up, so this was a good opportunity for me to get in there with a torch. And yeah, we encountered just 1 or 2 little mobs as we were going around this space, but it's really important for this area to make sure not just that the farms are running, but also for the lag and everything else that's going on, that we try and light up as many of the caverns as possible. Some of the guys from the server, they went on and did an ABBA caving tournament just for that purpose of lighting up, but this large cavern was untouched, so I had to run through and get it all lit up and ready there. But it's in a great location, and with this great location, it gave me a bunch of ideas that I thought I could work with. And one of those great ideas that I thought I could work with that cavern was this area. This isn't far from the cavern itself, and I was able to dig down to this area. And you can see, or you could probably hopefully see on the screen, there are 5 spider spawners, all in close proximity to each other. This one that's right beside me, that's a normal spider spawner. The other 4 are cave spider spawners, and there is actually another 3 of them not far away from this location either, which gives me some ideas of what I could do with this area that might benefit me with my balloon build, but also help the rest of the server out as well in the process. But before I tell you what I'm going to do with those spider spawners, and in fact actually it's all kind of connected to it, let's take you on a little bit of a tour. And as you can see behind me, the server is developing well. We have a couple of dinosaurs actually down in spawn, which, that's a bit bizarre and odd, but no, this is cool. These are really, really cool. Actually, I love this one. The Triceratops is awesome. But as we're coming down here, what I wanted to actually show you was just this little dock harbour that's underneath the Triceratops head. It's just a little build I built here. I love this river edge. I've been using this river a lot the last couple of days just to be able to sail along and get into the build that we've just been working on. But as we sail down here, let me use this as an opportunity to ask you once again to like and subscribe to my channel. Yes, I know we ask every single time, but it helps us out as small content creators. And not just for me. Go and check out all the other guys on the Unorthoblocks server. Go and like and subscribe to their channels because they are doing some fantastic stuff out here on the Unorthoblocks. But that gives us just enough time to bring us into here. Now, this place I want to introduce you to, the Catacombs. Yes, that's right. This is the Catacombs. It is deep beneath spawn. It is where all the dark and sinister things on Unorthoblocks 3 occurs. And we've just started building here. We've got a few nice little tomb arches that I thought I'd build in here into the wall here, which has turned out quite nice. But my question to you as the audience, as now you can see this cavern and these catacombs I've started building here, this is going to be a bit of an open build area. This is going to be open to all of the server to come down if they want to Not everyone will. And if they've got anything that they think might fit the theme of the Catacombs, to come down and build it, they could build it into the cavern walls here. They could turn around and put it into any of the arches we've got here, connected up with corridors and make it a bit of a maze. So my question to you as the audience is, what kind of things do you think should exist down in the sort of catacombs for people to come and explore and find? Well, I can tell you one of the things that you might want to find, and that's if you follow me down here. So as well as those tombs and everything up here, we have this tunnel going down here, and this leads to what I was just showing you, those 5 spider spawners. Not that you can see the spider spawners anymore. In fact, actually there's 6, because as I said, there was another 3 nearby, and one of them was really close actually. So if we come down into the tunnel and come off to the side here, you can see we got a little enchanting room, and I've turned a spawner into a bit of decoration at the back of the room there. But the reason we got the enchanter here is if we come back out here and go down the corridor a little bit, we have a triple spider farm here, and it has an on-off switch here, so we can turn the switch on, and eventually you'll find there'll be a bunch of spiders all turn up here, all wanting to cause trouble. And thankfully this is designed so that it will produce a lot of XP, and not only XP, it's also going to produce us a lot of string, and on this server, string can be turned into wool, which is very, very, very handy for what I need to do up on the balloon. And as you can see, they're starting to come through here. It takes a little while just to warm up, but it doesn't take long for the spiders to start showing their face up here. And so we could just take these guys out as normal down here. And very, very useful. And we have an on-off switch here, because at this point, if we stand on this plate here, this will activate 3 of the cave spider spawners and bring them all up to here, which is very, very useful. Anyway, better turn it off because we don't want to leave it building up here, because there's also something else. If we come down here, that normal spider spawner is also here. Now, really, normal spiders and cave spiders, they produce the same items. The only difference is that they produce their own heads. So you can get heads from normal spiders and cave spiders. So if people wanted to, or if we had 2 people working down here, we could have some working up at the cave spider spawner, and we could have some working down here at the normal spawner. This doesn't produce as many spiders, so the amount of XP being produced isn't quite as much, but it's useful nonetheless. But that is what we've been building down here in the catacombs. And as I said, if you've got any ideas about what we can include down here, do let us know. And, oh, there's one other thing. But I'll leave that for the break.
Are tensions mounting between the alliances? Are you looking for a way to compete without it coming to all-out war? Then let us offer you a solution. ArachnoDome. Our fully operational arena lets you compete to see who can kill the most cave spiders before they kill you. With limited weaponry, the winner is the person who can gather the most spider eyes before the spiders eat you. The winner of this tough challenge will get to take back to their base of choice the Heart of Spiders trophy. So, are you tough enough? ArachnoDome. One shall enter, none shall leave.
Welcome back from the break. And I did promise I'd give you some updates on the Unorthotower too. Hopefully we'll do this a little bit better than we did last season, where I had an episode without the Unorthotower, and then the next episode there was a full Unorthotower. This season we'll try and keep you up to date. There's only a couple of weeks left to actually build on this at the moment, but we do have a full Unorthotower under development at the moment. And as you can see, several people have already been working on the Unorthotower so far. We've got a few weeks left, but we've got about 7 layers on here. So starting from the bottom, let's have a look and see what we've got. Obviously, we built the ground floor with the moat around the outside, so if people need to jump off the tower, they've got somewhere soft to land. Followed by this, Rat Dog has built the first floor above the ground floor. Should point out, first floor UK terms, not second floor as it would be under US terms, with a dark oak tree sort of style build. Really nice build. Next floor up, we then have Gav. He is a goose that has been sandwiched into the tower. That was built by one of the new guys on the server. Actually, very new to the server. You should definitely go and check out his stuff. And that's Jam Pop Bong. He's just on the server. Haven't had much chance to interact with him at the moment, but I do hear that he really loves geese. Like, really loves geese. in so much so that he built an entire lair on the Unorthotower in regards to it. Stuck on the back of the goose, however, Plasma has built this wonderful parkour challenge with the dripstone, so that you have to jump up and around. It's pretty tricky. I've already tried it. I can get up there, but it's not easy. Above that, Director Amelia has built an annex for her post office straight above it. And then above that, I've jumped in and I have built the Iron Maze, which is a maze made purely out of iron. Everything in there is an iron item that has been built to make that maze. And yeah, it's going to trip a few people up going through there. And then finally, we have Laura has built the final floor that's on here at the moment, which has the lava sort of sitting in there. That's going to be a little bit of a puzzle challenge for people to get through as well. There is a way through it, but we'll leave that for people to discover. But we've got a few weeks yet. We're almost halfway through the tower. So there's about 20 potential layers, give or take, depending on where we get to in height and in terms of time that's left over. But we hope to see several more members adding to this tower soon. I didn't realise how much space was going to be given to me by building the balloon around the farm, which has given me a bit of extra space for some extra farms as well, which has become really useful. The first of these new farms that I've added in there is a little lava farm. I found that the amount of bamboo I'm growing in the multi-farm is not enough to keep my furnace array running as efficiently as I want it to. So the little lava farm here, that's just going to enable me to top up the furnace array and just make sure that we're able to keep on smelting things as we require them. The other thing we got is that remember that we just made the spider farm, and that's producing a load of string which we can convert into wool, but that wool is white. And you may have noticed that the rest of the balloon is brown. So I need a lot of dye. I need a lot of brown dye specifically. So that's why we have built over here a small little cocoa bean farm. I should point out this cocoa bean farm is not sanctioned by the Cocoa Bean Alliance, so we're going to keep this hidden up here, and hopefully they won't notice while we produce a large quantity of unlicensed cocoa beans. But we do need them for finishing off the build here, so that's why we put it in the base here. And on that note, we have been able to actually finish the balloon properly. Not the whole balloon yet, but this is just part of the balloon. This is the canopy bit at the top, you know, the actual balloon piece, which is the bit that was needing all the wool. And you can see us standing up here. It's absolutely awesome. And we have a hatch here that enables us to go down and have a look at all the farms inside. So this is the top of the multi-farm, as you have seen already, with the dripstone farm on the top. And one of the things I've added, as well as those 2 additional farms at the bottom, is a way to get around the multi-farm, so I can easily reach all the levers that are up here. Not only can I reach the levers there, I can also reach the sheep here, so I can actually re-dye them, as well as also turning on or off the creeper farm that is just right beside us, and the melon and pumpkin farms as well. It's a little bit awkward because we have to duck as we get down this piece here, but it does bring me down to be able to switch off the iron farm as well, remembering that the rules for spawn is that farms must be able to have switches on it. And this switch here, yep, it turns off the bamboo and also the, the sugarcane as well. But with all the wool dealt with on the balloon, I think it's time for a time lapse to finish this thing off. And that is the balloon done. I am very happy with this build. I mean, I've built airships before, I've built sky carriers, but for a starter base, I'm quite happy with the way this one turned out. Still going to do the interior, that will come in time. But the exterior, I'm very, very happy with. And some people have been calling this the Unorthoballoon. Wasn't my name, but I kind of like it, so I think it might stick, especially with the sort of the design of the Unorthoblock as part of the balloon feature itself. But nonetheless, I've got a lovely place now to put my feet up and retire.
Dragon!
Dragon! Hey!
Dragon! You home?
Oh, am I being called? Hello?
Yes,
Hi.
yes,
Anyone-
yes.
Can we have a
hear-
word?
Yeah, I suppose. Hang on, let me drop down the lift and, coming up.
All right.
Hey!
Dragon,
Hey,
dragon.
how's it going? Hey, come and grab a seat.
Hey.
Did
Yes,
you just
yes.
run across my table?
My feet
did
are
you-
clean. I promise.
I can have to clean that.
It's fine.
Okay.
Lizard feet are always clean.
Okay, I'll have to trust
Don't
you on
ask the reptile expert about that either.
this. So, how can I help the mermaids today?
We saw someone that we didn't think we would see.
Yeah, I thought we left him back at season 2.
A certain block of the dock is about.
Yeah, he was
the
rifling through my
DocBlock?
stuff. I think he stole something from me.
He was skulking about for sure. Yeah.
So, DocBlock is here in Unorthoblocks
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, we don't want to alarm you, but also we want to alarm you a lot.
Yes.
Well, I'm retired. You see
That's
this?
a problem.
You see this? This is my retirement balloon. This is me combining all my technology from the last 2 worlds, and I'm retiring. I'm having a peaceful life. I don't know what I could do about a DocBlock or villains or anything else like that. I mean, there's no Spire anymore. That's gone. Like, the last Aspire is that jet down there.
No DocBlock.
Can we repair that, you think?
I don't think so.
Ooh.
I mean, that was the last world. That was last world technology. I mean, I brought a bit of the technology over with me, but I mean, I'm not sure I'm ready for going into a major
Flezzy's a
fight.
beach bum.
Yeah.
Who do we? Spider, who do we?
I have heard that there are some heroes on the server nowadays. Maybe we can call the heroes to help us out with a DocBlock.
Right, I don't.
You're not referring to the Cocoa Bean Alliance, are you?
Oh gosh, no. Did you see their attempt at tackling a warden? I don't. I don't think that'll work.
So we may have problems.
What about Plasma Hero?
Well, I don't know. Well, we've had a few conversations. He was quite complimentary about my dirt hut, but
That's good.
I
mean, he's
but
got
yeah, I mean,
hero in the name.
yeah. So we could put it all on Plasma. I like this. We'll put it all on
Yes.
Plasma.
Okay,
Plasma
yeah, we'll
can
do
solve
that.
the DocBlock
We'll do that.
situation. Excellent. I can enjoy retirement. Plasma sorts out DocBlock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Job done.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
Thank you to
We'll
the
let him
mermaids. Massively
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
that for the
you.
information. Handy to know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. How do we get down?
Jump. No, I mean, there's a lift.
Okay, goodbye. Whee!
So, DocBlock is back. Not sure how I feel about that. I mean, it's not for me to deal with. Actually, in fairness, I've retired. I am retired. That's it. Straight up. I'm not doing any more. Done it all. I did it all in the last world. We dealt with DocBlock in that one. I'm not dealing with my gang. I'm retired. I need to be able to put my feet up. I've got my balloon. I can put my feet up, and that's it. Nothing more. Anyway, thank you for joining us in this episode, and we'll hope to see you again soon. Take care, everyone. Can you help
Okay.
me? Oh, we have an intruder. Intruding on the recording. That was a terrible free claps, but that'll do. Hi, I'm Draken, and this is the DrakenGameWerks, and this is episode 3 of something that I can't remember, even though it is also a number 3. It is Unorthoblocks number 3. Of course it is. Let's try that one again. This is episode 3 of Unorthoblocks number 3, and we are here with me being unable to remember my lines at all.
If I'm going to destroy the Unorthoblocks, I ain't going to need a place to build a lair. And these catacombs are the perfect location. What is it they say they do? Oh yeah, let's do a time lapse. Behold, my new lair on this new world. And inside, my greatest creation yet. The world is raging about AI. And so I am going to use my own AI to destroy the Unorthoblocks. And it's time to bring that AI online.
Blocktron initiating.